Taiwanese star Barbie Hsu passes away from pneumonia. Food poisoning outbreak at Taipei restaurant. South Africa asks Taiwan to downgrade its office. Deadliest U.S. air disaster in almost a quarter century. China's DeepSeek disrupts U.S. AI stock markets. Sinkhole swallows truck in Japan. Mona Lisa to be moved. Mavericks trade Luka Doncic to Lakers for Anthony Davis.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Monday, February 3rd, and here are your top stories. In local news, Taiwanese actress and television personality Barbie Hsu passed away at 48 due to complications from the flu and pneumonia while traveling in Japan during the Chinese New Year. Her sister Di Hsu confirmed the news, expressing deep gratitude for their sisterly bond and saying, "I will always love you and remember you." A suspected food poisoning case at Beiyuan restaurant in Nangang sent at least 16 diners to the hospital. The Taipei Health Department ordered the restaurant to shut down after multiple reports of vomiting and diarrhea, mainly linked to abalone and chicken dishes. South Africa has requested Taiwan to relocate its Pretoria office by March and downgrade it to a trade office. Taiwan's foreign ministry confirmed ongoing diplomatic talks since October, stressing it will not accept unilateral changes to the status quo. And in global news, a mid-air collision between an army helicopter and a jetliner killed all 67 people aboard the two aircraft, as authorities scrutinize the actions of the military pilot in the country's deadliest aviation disaster in almost a quarter century. At least 28 bodies were pulled from the icy waters of the Potomac River after the helicopter apparently flew into the path of the American Airlines regional jet late Wednesday while it was landing at Ronald Reagan National Airport. The plane carried 60 passengers and 4 crew members, and 3 soldiers were aboard the helicopter.
National Transportation Safety Board investigators recovered the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder from the Bombardier CRJ-700 airplane. They were sent to the agency's labs for evaluation. The plane was found upside down in 3 sections in waist-deep water, and first responders were searching miles of the Potomac. Images from the river showed boats around the partly submerged wing and the mangled wreckage of the plane's fuselage. The American Airlines CEO said the plane was making a normal approach when the military aircraft came into the path of the jet. One air traffic controller was responsible for coordinating helicopter traffic and arriving and departing planes when the collision happened.
An AI lab in China has become the latest front in the U.S.-China rivalry, raising doubts about how much and for how much longer the United States is in the lead in developing the strategically key technology. The Chinese startup DeepSeek has made waves after releasing AI models that experts say match or outperform leading American models at a fraction of the cost. The meteoric rise of the previously little-known company spooked U.S. investors Monday, wiping out almost $600 billion in the market value of NVIDIA in the biggest drop in the nation's market history.
In China, DeepSeek is being heralded as a symbol of the country's AI advancements in the face of U.S. export restrictions that Beijing says are aimed at suppressing its technological development. Based in the Chinese tech hub of Hangzhou, DeepSeek was founded in 2023 by Liang Wenfeng, who is also the founder of a hedge fund called High Flyer, which uses AI-driven trading strategies. Liang has said High Flyer was one of DeepSeek's investors, though it's unclear how much it contributed, as well as a source of some of its first employees. By 2022, High Flyer had acquired 10,000 of NVIDIA's high-performance A100 graphics processor chips. The U.S. imposed restrictions on sales of those chips to China later that year.
A truck and its driver were swallowed by a sinkhole, the size of a large swimming pool that appeared at a busy intersection in the Japanese city of Yashio on Tuesday. The crater, about 32 feet wide and 16 feet deep, formed around 10 a.m. local time. The governor of Saitama Prefecture said at a media briefing Tuesday it is thought to have been caused by a crack in the Nakagawa River Basin sewer pipe. As a result of this collapse, a passing truck fell in, adding that the main focus was rescuing the driver.
Almost 8 hours after the collapse, the man was still trapped inside the vehicle because the driver's seat was filled with sand and mud. Rescue teams were pumping air into the hole to provide the driver with oxygen. Aerial footage from the broadcaster showed that at least 12 fire trucks were on the scene in the city. Police told NHK that an investigation into what caused the sinkhole was underway. The driver was still conscious and able to talk to the police earlier in the day, but the broadcaster later reported that rescuers could no longer communicate with him. The busy intersection, lined with restaurants and local businesses, is less than a mile away from Yashio City Hall.
It served as the backdrop for Emmanuel Macron's 2017 presidential victory speech. On Tuesday, he returned to the Louvre to attempt some damage control after a leaked memo raised alarms about the dire state of the world's most visited museum. Macron announced that the Mona Lisa will be installed in a special space, accessible independently of the rest of the museum, which he said will be renovated and expanded in a major overhaul. Macron also said a new entrance to the museum will be built near the River Sena, and underground rooms will be created.
One way to finance the project could be to raise prices for visitors from outside the European Union. He added, another way to finance the project is to increase the number of visitors to 12 million a year. Macron visited the museum days after Le Parisien newspaper reported on a confidential memo that the Louvre's director, Laurence Descartes, sent to Culture Minister Rachida Dati. According to the newspaper, the director warned of a proliferation of damage to the museum's spaces, some of which are in very poor condition. On January 24, the Louvre's workers' union, Sud Culture, in an angry statement, said the state of disrepair led to the unprecedented cancellation of an exhibition in 2023.
The Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks have sent the NBA world into a frenzy. The teams have completed a trade that will send Luka Doncic to Los Angeles Lakers and Anthony Davis to Dallas. While the two stars are at the center of the deal, the Lakers will also get Maxi Kepler and Markieff Morris, while the Mavericks will receive Max Christie and a 2029 first-round draft pick. As per a report early Sunday morning, LeBron James was not informed that such a deal was coming, and Doncic and Davis, all the players and a number of coaches on both sides were also left in the dark.
Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison told ESPN, I believe that defense wins championships. I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-NBA player with a defensive mindset gives us a better chance. We're built to win now and in the future. The Mavericks offered the Lakers Doncic, and the Lakers reportedly believe that the five-time All-Star has what it takes to someday be the face of the franchise. For now, he will be playing alongside LeBron James. Both Doncic and Davis are currently sidelined due to injuries, as are Kleber and Hood Schifino. Doncic has not played since Christmas Day due to a strained left calf, while Davis went down on Tuesday with an abdominal muscle strain.
The answer for January 24th was A, consciousness. The patient regained consciousness after being unconscious for several hours following surgery. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. China's DeepSeek disrupts U.S. AI stock markets. Number 1, outperform. 表现优于. TSMC continues to outperform its competitors in the AI chip market. Number 2, fraction. 一小部分, 分数. Only a fraction of the applicants were accepted into the program. Number 3, suppress. 压制, 抑制. The government tried to suppress the spread of misinformation online. Now we have a question for you. You can write your answer in the comments section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's all for today's Funday news. You can watch our news from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host, and I will see you next time.